students, today we are going to start the composition of the blood. In last period we studied very well, that is what is the blood and the functions of the blood, and today we are going to start now the compositions of the blood. So the students, during blood composition, blood consists of the two main parts: the liquid part of the plasma, that is the blood corpuscles. The liquid part of the blood, that is the plasma, and plasma constitute about 55%, and the blood corpuscle, that is a 45%. So plasma, what are this plasma? So plasma is a straw colored liquid, and while corpuscles are solid part and corpuscles are suspended in the plasma. So plasma are slightly alkaline. Plasma has the following constituents, that is 90 to 92% water and 8 to 10% of the solutes. Then solutes constitute 7% protein. So that there are 7% proteins here: serum albumin, serum globulin, heparin, fibrinogen and prothrombin. That is fibrinogen, prothrombin, these are very important proteins that play a vital role in blood clotting or blood coagulation, and you will study about this in next topic, that is coagulation of blood. Then nutrients, this plasma contain the glucose, amino acid, fatty acid and glycerol. Then plasma also contains the some nitrogenous wastage like urea, uric acid, ammonia and creatine, like oxygen, carbon dioxide and nitrogen. These are the nitrogen containing substances. Some regulatory substances are present in plasma like enzymes. All of you know that what is these enzymes? Enzymes are the biocatalyst, and which increase the speed of biochemical reactions that takes place in the body of organisms. Then various hormones are also present in plasma. Inorganic substances like bicarbonate ions, chlorides, phosphates, sulfates of sodium, potassium and magnesium. These are some inorganic substances which are suspended in the plasma. And now start the blood corpuscles. So that blood corpuscles are of three types, that is red blood corpuscle or erythrocytes, RBCs, white blood corpuscle or leukocytes, and thrombocytes and the blood platelets. So this first upon RBCs. So these RBCs contain the respiratory pigment, that is hemoglobin, and the red color of blood is due to hemoglobin. Hemoglobin are the red colored pigment which are present inside the RBCs, that is erythrocytes, and which act as a buffer, which is a carrier of oxygen, which carry the oxygen towards each and every living cell, that is the hemoglobin. Then WBCs again two types, granulocytes and agranulocytes, depending upon the granular cytoplasm and the specific shape of the nucleus. Then granulocytes are of again three types, that is neutrophils, basophils and the eosinophil, depending upon their staining properties and the structure. And agranulocytes are again two types, that is monocytes and lymphocytes. So okay students, so now, and third upon blood platelets, that is thrombocytes, which plays a very important role in blood clotting. What is blood clotting? So when blood is removed, so it lost its liquid state and set into semi-solid mass, and this semi-solid mass called the blood coagulation or the blood clotting. So now students, today now we start in this lecture, we will study now, that is erythrocytes or the red blood cells. So these erythrocytes are the circular, these are the circular, biconcave and the enucleated cell. I have used a word here, enucleated, not the non-nucleated. So what is the difference between the enucleated and the non-nucleated? There is a nucleus in RBCs during development. So later it disappear, and therefore they are called as enucleated and not the non-nucleated. The size of RBCs is about 7 micrometer in diameter and 2.5 micrometer in thickness. The RBCs count is about 7 micrometer in diameter and 2.5 micrometer in thickness. Then 5.1 to 5.8 million RBCs present per cubic millimeter of blood in adult female, and 4.3 to 5.2 million RBCs present in per cubic millimeter in adult female. The average lifespan of RBC is about 120 days. After 120 days, RBCs are dead, and from that dead RBCs, produce a yellow color pigment, that is urochrome, and the yellow color of urine is due to the urochrome. The lifespan means, what I mean to say, the lifespan of RBCs are about 120 days. After 120 days, RBC is dead, and dead RBCs produce yellow color pigment, that is urochrome, and our urine having yellow color because due to the urochrome. So RBCs are formed by the process of erythropoiesis in bone marrow. In fetus, RBCs formation takes place in liver and spleen, whereas in adult it occurs in red bone marrow. The old and the worn out RBCs are destroyed in liver and spleen. Polycythemia, these are the terms which are means increase in number of RBCs, while the erythrocytopenia is decrease in their number. So what is the function of RBCs? So RBCs are the carrier of oxygen, means RBCs transport the oxygen from lungs to carbon dioxide and from tissue to lungs with the help of hemoglobin. Then RBCs maintain the pH of the hemoglobin, which act as a buffer, means which are very helpful for a substance which maintain the constant pH of the blood, and the normal pH of our blood is about 7.4. It is alkaline in pH. So maintenance of the viscosity means thickness of the blood. So these are the different functions of the RBCs. And now I will talking now the functions of hemoglobin. So the normal hemoglobin content in adult male is 13 to 18 mg per 100 ml of blood. Then again in normal adult female it is about 11.5 to 16.5 mg per 100 ml of blood. Anemia, there is a lesser amount of hemoglobin. The function of most important function of hemoglobin is to transport the oxygen from lungs to tissues and carbon dioxide from tissue to lungs. And in this way the hemoglobin acts as a buffer and which maintain the constant pH of our blood. So this is now finish here the RBCs and hemoglobin and the plasma. We start in this half part of session. We has to finish now, that is a blood, plasma and the RBCs. Blood consists of two parts, that is the liquid part of the blood are plasma, and solid part are the blood corpuscles. Blood corpuscles are suspended in the plasma, and that blood corpuscle plasma constitute about 55% and blood corpuscle constitute about 45%, and which consist of three types of corpuscle, that is RBCs or erythrocyte, that is red blood cells, WBCs or white blood corpuscle or leukocytes, which can be again two types, granulocytes and agranulocytes, depending upon the granular cytoplasm and the shape of nucleus. And third one about blood platelets, that is thrombocytes, which plays a very important role in blood clotting. So students, now finish in this today we stop here, and in next lecture we will start from WBCs, that is a white blood corpuscle or leukocytes. So thank you very much for this session, students.